Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and I'm back for another Walking Dead video. So this is my first Walking Dead video we have on the channel since July of this year, when we got the return of Clementine in the Clementine comic titled Clementine Lives. Yes, it was a disappointment in my personal opinion, and didn't really do that well, so I just decided I needed a break. And now that we are approaching 2022, it's time. I'm going to start uploading Walking Dead content again as we get ready for Book 1 of Clementine's continued story from this comic book, which will be coming in the Skybound Comet, which releases in June. The actual release date stands right now as June 28th of 2022, which doesn't really seem that far away. Really, I know it's like, what, 8 months from now, but that will be here before you know it. And probably you're going to see videos will probably start really ramping up next year. Maybe I'll start talking a little bit about what I want to see in this. Maybe some predictions and some other things. Remember, this is going to be a 3-book trilogy, and this is only the first book, so there's a lot of hints on what the story will bring, and we talked about that in past videos. So if there's any Walking Dead related you want to talk about, theories, predictions, maybe something different, you know, like top 10s. Maybe we'll bring some of that stuff back as we get ready for this book. It's a 256-page book, so yes, it is pretty extensive, and it's going to take us a while to go through. So any video topics, please leave a comment. So if you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Help us hit 310,000 subscribers by hitting that red subscribe button. And please be sure to hit that bell notifications. We're trying to get 100,000 subscribers now that have that bell notification set to all. So hope you guys do enjoy, and let's get straight into it. So, Clementine's outlook for 2022. What are we expecting next year in regards to Walking Dead, Clementine, any of that stuff? So first, let's discuss the statue. Now, if you remember, the Walking Dead Definitive Edition had a pre-order statue. Basically, let's just sum it up really quickly. It turned out to be the quality turned out to be pretty crappy. So they decided to do a replacement statue, and we've been waiting now almost 2 years for an update or something significant. They keep saying they're going to have it, then they delayed it because of COVID, so on and so forth. So recently we just got a little update. There's going to be a little Skybound live stream, I believe, in a couple days actually from now. October 29th, Lee and Clem tell tales. The real-life Lee and Clementine, Dave Filoni and Melissa Hutchinson, join Skybound's Woody Tondorf to talk about this legendary duo and the release of our much-anticipated limited edition Lee and Clem statue. So I think we're going to be getting a release date, finally, for the statue, which is something I've been waiting, because, like I said, I love the meme statue just for the memes, but I want something I actually can showcase and have, wherever I go in my life in the future, So I may have a video discussing the, results of this live stream, what we find out about the statue and other stuff, so stay tuned maybe for a video in a couple days. Maybe there'll be some other potential hints, maybe, could be, I know a long shot here, but a game announcement or a TV show hints or something, I would just love if they could do something like that, but it's unlikely. We'll have to wait and see on that, but I would hope for maybe just something like that would come as a shock. Not just the frickin' book, please. So after that, let's discuss Telltale Games. So recently, I made an update video discussing their future and the chances that maybe Telltale one day could reacquire old properties, The Walking Dead included. Now, it isn't up to Telltale if they want to get a property back. Like, obviously, The Walking Dead is their most popular property. They don't own it right now. Skybound is the owner of that property. It would be up to Skybound to reinitiate the partnership with Telltale. So I would say you have to be keeping an eye on The Wolf Among Us 2, Telltale's first game back and its success. So I'm not saying you shouldn't, not buy it, but I recommend, if you really want to support new Telltale and potentially see old properties back, please support The Wolf Among Us 2. If you gotta buy it, buy it. The big problem with old Telltale was a lot of the games were watched on YouTube, and not many people bought them. Why do you think Telltale went bankrupt? Sales went down. Why do you think when The Walking Dead final season released, they gave you, if you pre-ordered, they gave you The Walking Dead collection for free? It was evident that Telltale really needed to sell copies, and despite how good the final season was received, its numbers were significantly down compared to past products. The big issue is a lot of people did watch these games on YouTube and never decided to buy them themselves. Because I understand these Telltale's old Telltale, their games were kind of like movies, and I understand that. As someone that even, uploaded stuff to YouTube, I understand a lot of people didn't even want to play it. They'd rather watch me or another YouTuber play it, which I can understand. But new Telltale really needs to sell games well. So I'm just saying, recommend to friends, family, tell them to buy it. So, after all that, we talk about Skybound and what they're doing. We obviously know, as I discussed in the beginning of the video, Clementine Book 1, which is coming out next June. Again, June 28th. And we're going to discuss, in case you don't really know, in case you missed my past videos about this, we're going to discuss the plot really quick. So, to sum up the comic book really quick, Clementine leaves the boarding school and abandons AJ. I don't know. She feels AJ, with the coalition, is better off. AJ's better off staying. And Clementine, I guess, just isn't feeling right. Or we may find out the exact reason in this book 1. But it just appears Clementine is not herself. And she just feels she needs to leave and go figure things out. So at the ending, you see Clementine leave. And it says Clementine's story will continue in 2022. So this is where the book will begin off. So the plot of the book. So this book is $15. From the world of Robert Kirkman's The Walking Dead, Clementine lives. So this is a direct continuation of that comic book that came out in July. Clementine is back on the road looking to put her traumatic past behind her and forge a new path all her own. But when she comes across an Amish teenager named Amos with his head in the clouds, an unlikely pair journeys north to an abandoned ski resort in Vermont, where they meet up with a small group of teenagers attempting to build a new walker-free settlement. As friendship, rivalry, and romance begin to blossom amongst the group, the harsh winter soon reveals that the biggest threat to their survival might be each other. A coming-of-age tale of survival written and illustrated by two-time Eisner winner Tilly Walden. And she's the one who wrote the last comic book. And again, a lot of people have certain opinions about that comic book. But again, we will have to see. I have hope that Tilly can right the wrongs that some people may think that are in that original comic book. But again, it's a short comic book, so I'm hopeful that maybe there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe they can, do much better with this book. And they say genre horror, recommended age young adult, and it's 256 pages. So it's long. It's gonna be something we probably have to go through in multiple videos. It's not gonna be like a snap of a finger like the comic book. So at least they're gonna give us a lot of content with this one. I also will say that they will be releasing on Amazon Kindle, Apple Books, Comology, and Google Play in 2022. So they said coming soon for more info and updates. We'll probably be getting some updates in the coming weeks and months about certain things, maybe a first look and some other stuff. So stay tuned for all that stuff. Now, that is pretty much it for the comic. That will be 2022. That's pretty much what we'll probably get from Skybound, other than that and the statue, for at least this year, unless they have something surprise, like a game that could, I'm not expecting any games. But chat, y'all that are watching the video, I can't possibly imagine why they wouldn't do another game. I just really can't. It doesn't have to be with Clementine, but man, there's so much potential that they could do, so many characters, that they really should do another game. And I don't know when it'll be, but dang, I really think the universe is so ripe for a new story or a new game. It's just unfortunate we haven't really seen anything from Skybound yet. So I'm just very disappointed that we've still been waiting. Now, hopefully, whether it is in a year or two, Telltale gets The Walking Dead back and maybe they start working on another game. Or Skybound is already working on another game, they just haven't said anything about it, and maybe we'll get to see Clementine again. Or we'll get to see old characters or new ones. The universe, they can easily do it, I think. So, whether it is a game, TV show, I just don't want books, okay? Something more than just books, okay, please? Hopefully, that's what we'll get. So, other than that, that is pretty much what we're going to be looking forward to. If there are any surprise announcements or any other news, I'll have a video discussing those. But let me know what you'd like to see besides the comic book. Would you like to see a TV? Another game? Let me know your thoughts. Hopefully maybe from Telltale or Skybound down the line. I mean, they've expressed interest in the past, but we've still been waiting. So, Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you do enjoy this. Enjoying about the 42% of people that are subscribed by hitting that red subscribe button. I'm gonna thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.